Ever had your car make that weird clunk-clunk noise right before it breaks down? Now imagine your heart doing the same, just without the drama of smoke and a tow truck. Most of us wait for something major to happen before seeing the doctor. But heart attacks? They're sneaky. They don't always announce themselves with a chest-clutching, movie-style gasp. Instead, they drop subtle hints a month in advance. Yes, your body becomes a passive-aggressive fortune teller. Number 8. Cold sweats and dizziness. You're enjoying a peaceful moment, maybe scrolling through your phone or sipping tea, when out of nowhere, a wave of cold sweat hits and the room starts spinning. It feels like your body's staging a horror scene, but there's no jump scare in sight. These sudden symptoms aren't just unsettling, they can signal something more serious. Cold sweats paired with dizziness are often linked to poor blood circulation, meaning your brain isn't getting the oxygen it desperately needs. This lack of oxygen can trip alarms in your body, making you feel faint, shaky, and anxious. It could be your heart, blood sugar, or even dehydration messing with your internal balance. While it's easy to blame it on stress or too much caffeine, frequent episodes are a red flag. Your body is whispering or yelling that something's not right. Ignoring these signs could lead to more serious consequences. If this happens often, don't brush it off. Get checked. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being proactive. Number 7. Chest pain or pressure. Chest pain or pressure isn't just a common annoyance you can brush off, it can be a serious warning sign, especially when it comes to your heart. Angina, a type of chest discomfort caused by reduced blood flow to the heart muscle, often feels like squeezing, heaviness, or pressure in the chest. Some describe it as if an elephant is sitting right on their ribcage. It might come on during physical activity or stress, and many people mistakenly blame it on indigestion or acid reflux. Angina is not something you should wait out with antacids and hope for the best. It's your heart trying to send an SOS. Ignoring it can lead to severe consequences, including a heart attack. If the pain is persistent, unusual, or triggered by exertion, it's time to take it seriously. Don't self-diagnose or hope it passes. Seeking medical evaluation promptly could save your life. After all, it's better to get checked and be safe than to regret ignoring the signs later. Your heart deserves the attention. Number 6. The weak and wobbly feels. Ever felt like your body suddenly hit low power mode and you didn't even do anything? That weak and wobbly sensation where your limbs feel like overcooked spaghetti, nausea creeps in, your jaw aches out of nowhere, and there's a dull tightness in your chest isn't just Monday blues. These subtle signals are your body's emergency flares, hinting that your arteries might be narrowing, silently restricting blood flow to your heart. Think of it like a traffic jam in your bloodstream. Your heart is working harder, but the highway's clogged. It's scary because these symptoms don't always scream heart attack. They're quiet, sneaky, and often dismissed as stress or fatigue. But if you find yourself sweating without effort or feeling winded by the simplest task, don't wait. Your heart is trying to tell you something important. Listen closely, it could save your life. Number 5. Flu-like symptoms. We all know that sluggish, run-down feeling when you catch what seems like the flu fever, body aches, fatigue, maybe a bit of nausea. Most of us reach for some over-the-counter meds, stay hydrated, and binge-watch a series while waiting it out. Those flu-like symptoms might not be from a virus at all. For people over 50, especially those with risk factors like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or diabetes, these symptoms could be your heart quietly waving a red flag. Viral-like symptoms that linger, come back often, or are paired with unusual signs like shortness of breath, chest tightness, or lightheadedness deserve more than chicken soup. It's easy to mistake a low-grade cardiac event, such as angina or even early signs of a heart attack, for the flu. Your heart doesn't always sound the alarm with dramatic chest-clutching pain. Sometimes it whispers through fatigue, jaw discomfort, or pain radiating to the arms or back. That's why it's crucial not to brush off persistent or unusual symptoms, especially if you're in your 50s or older. When in doubt, let a medical professional rule out the serious stuff before assuming it's just a seasonal bug. Number 4. Chronic fatigue. Let's face it, feeling tired after a long day is normal, but waking up groggy after 12 solid hours of sleep, that's a red flag waving in neon. Chronic fatigue isn't just about being worn out. It's your body waving a white flag, signaling that something deeper may be going on. One potential culprit: your heart. When the heart isn't pumping efficiently due to clogged or narrowed arteries, your muscles and organs don't get the oxygen-rich blood they need. It's like running a marathon with a blocked nose. Everything just feels harder. This constant energy drain isn't cured with more coffee or cat naps. It's often the result of your body working overtime to compensate for poor circulation. If you're sleeping like a baby but waking up like a zombie, don't ignore it. It might be more than burnout or bad sleep hygiene. It could be your cardiovascular system crying for help. Chronic fatigue, especially when it creeps in suddenly and lingers, deserves more than a shrug. It deserves a checkup. Number 3. Shortness of breath. Shortness of breath isn't just a sign you skipped leg day. If climbing stairs, walking to the kitchen, or even talking leaves you feeling winded, it could signal something far more serious than poor cardio. Your lungs and heart work in sync. When one struggles, the other reacts. If your heart can't pump blood efficiently, your lungs won't get the oxygen they need. That means your brain doesn't get enough oxygen either, leaving you dizzy, breathless, and possibly panicking like you just dropped your phone screen first. This isn't just being out of shape. It could be an early sign of heart failure, anemia, lung disease, or another underlying condition. It's your body's way of saying, hey, something's not right. Don't ignore this red flag. If your breath vanishes faster than your phone's battery at 2%, it's time to talk to a doctor. Number 2. Insomnia. Insomnia isn't just a nuisance. It could be your heart's way of sending out an early distress signal. When you're lying awake at 3 a.m., mind racing and body restless, it might not just be stress or too much late-night caffeine. Studies have shown a troubling connection between chronic insomnia and an increased risk of heart attacks, especially when anxiety or depression are also in the mix. Poor sleep puts your nervous system on overdrive, raising blood pressure and inflammation, both of which are tough on your heart. And let's be real, if you're mentally drained and emotionally overwhelmed, your body doesn't get the rest it needs to recover. Sleep is when your heart slows down, recharges, and heals. But if your mind refuses to hit pause, your heart can't either. The result? A silent strain that builds over time, possibly leading to serious health issues. So if you're tossing and turning night after night, don't just blame your scrolling habit. Consider it a wake-up call to check in on your physical and mental health. Your heart might be whispering before it starts to scream. Number 1. Stomach pain. Nausea, bloating, or sharp abdominal pain. We usually blame that suspicious burrito, but sometimes it's your heart disguised as a cranky stomach. These symptoms can come and go in waves. If they do, and if they come with chest discomfort, it might be more than just gas. In fact, the American Heart Association states that heart attack symptoms, particularly in women, can often manifest as stomach pain, nausea, or indigestion-like discomfort rather than the classic chest pain we expect. This is because your heart, when stressed or deprived of oxygen, can trigger discomfort that radiates through the diaphragm, causing a sensation that mimics gastrointestinal issues. These symptoms can also be related to something called referred pain, where pain is felt in a different part of the body than where the problem is actually located. So if stomach pain is persistent, unusual, or coupled with other heart-related symptoms like dizziness or lightheadedness, it's worth considering a consultation with a doctor. Better safe than sorry. Sometimes it's better to rule out the serious stuff rather than assume it's just your last meal playing tricks on you. And that's a wrap on today's video. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more health tips, because trust us, you don't want to miss the next one. Stay healthy, stay heart smart, and remember, your heart has a lot to say, so let's make sure we're listening.